Hello there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Kinetic Aesthetic. I am your host, German. There's a lot going on in the world. It's getting cold. I don't like it. Fall is here, and motherfuckers are wilding out already, and I had to get some help to come and talk to y'all about it. So I have to make sure that I go through a little roll call, make sure y'all are understanding who these voices are, giving you these insightful takes. Now, first off, you all know him. My number one homie. Actually, no. I don't have favorites. I don't want none of y'all to think that I have favorites. I'm talking about Dre Olives. Dre Olives, my man. How the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing good. Even better now that I found out I'm the number one homie. You heard that, guys? The favorite.
Okay. See, we're not going to do that, but okay. And we got my boy, the one and only, the last nobleman, Justin. Tell him how you're doing.
Great, everyone. Thank you for having me.
He's always so happy to be here. I always appreciate it. Justin, I know everybody at home appreciates it. And last, but definitely not least, this is his first time being on the show. If you've been a long-time listener of the show, you already know him because he's the owner of the Stonerville brand. We've got the one and only Juice God, Mr. Julian himself. Y'all give him a round of applause. We always got to support the young black business owners out here. And also just give him an applause for being one of my close homies and somebody that I fuck with a lot. Give him a round of applause. Y'all better be clapping at home. Now, Julian, tell him something.
What's good, people? I'm glad to be in the place to be.
That's right. That's definitely right. This is the place to be. This is Kinetic Aesthetic. Y'all already know what's going on. Now, in terms of what we're going to be talking about on this episode, I don't know where to start with Kanye West. It's like he does this every couple of months at this point. Before it was like once a year. It was like every couple years. It's like it's increasing in the frequency of his meltdowns and his just off the meds moments. But we're going to talk about that and everything. I don't know if we're going to cover everything because a lot of that shit has been happening. I haven't been able to keep up. We're also going to talk about YG, an artist that, I don't know. We were having this conversation amongst ourselves just recently, and we were talking about it, and I don't know. It's weird to me to think about how YG has fallen off to the point that he has. But, you know, Andre had some very insightful takes, and I can't wait to let y'all hear them. And there was a certain package that was delivered to the country of Poland, and we are going to discuss that. I don't know why it hasn't been released on streaming yet, but we're going to go over that and just why this is a very good moment. But
it's on Apple Music.
It's on Apple Music now? Okay. We are already... See, this is the great thing about recording. These live updates can happen while we are on air recording this shit. So we're going to talk about all that and more after these words from our sponsors. Hey there. Do you ever feel like you're getting old? Do you ever feel like the days are just slowly melding into one another and you can't really tell which one is which anymore? Like you can't remember if it's Monday or if it's Thursday, or if it's February or if it's June, or if it's 2022 or if it's 2025. If you start to go through that feeling of just feeling like you're too old or just feeling like your best days are getting behind you, maybe what you need is a pep boost, and maybe what you need to do is read a book about someone else and their trials and their tribulations and their experiences as they grew older, as they became their own person. And you can do that by reading the good book made by my amazing sister-in-law, Lucy Smalls. The book is called Margie Wadsworth's Unforgettable Senior Year. As you can tell by the name, it's all about her senior year of high school, loosely based. It's not exactly it. It's not 100% one-to-one, but it's loosely based. But it's an amazing story just about all the trials and tribulations she had to go through, all the juggling she had to do between family, responsibility, schoolwork, love, all of that. And this was before she had even got to college and met my brother. So this is a story that if you have any woman in your life that just wants to read something that's going to relate to her, that's going to connect to her and her growth, this is the story for them. I'm going to tell you right now, whether she be young, whether she be older, get this book. This book is going to make a big impact on a woman in your life. They're going to love to have this present. I know a lot of my listeners are male, but get this book for the important woman in your life. She will appreciate it. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. You might want to read the book your damn self, because it's just a damn good book. Go do it. Yo, this is your boy Germ, making sure I tell you to go check out my boy Kevin Wayne and his new single CSF that's out right now on streaming services everywhere. Go listen to that shit. Go run his views up on his Instagram at Complete Kevin on Instagram once again, and make sure you go listen to his single CSF on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you can find a fucking streaming platform and listen to some hot new music. So if you haven't listened to it yet, go do it. Go stop wasting your life. Stop neglecting your ears. Introduce them to some good shit. Okay, now Kanye West. I feel like I've made way too many episodes that have been centered around this nigga's antics and just his buffoonery. But we have to talk about him again because one thing about him, he does control his own narrative and he does grab headlines. Now, this shit been going on. Andre just mentioned it to me just now about how he's been doing this for a minute. He really hasn't stopped wilding out on social media ever since Kim was starting this hook up with Pete, whatever they were doing, whatever she was doing with Pete Davidson. It hasn't really stopped.
He's trying to get used to her.
I think
he got her tattooed.
Yeah, he got the kid's initials tattooed, which was weird.
Pete also has like mental health issues. It's a dude like obviously right. Kanye has mental health issues, right? Like, I think that's just common knowledge. Sometimes he exploits his own mental health for album sales, but I think at the end of the day, you could tell this dude has, he's not well. Talks about not being on his medication, and just like he seems to have really gone down some crazy rabbit holes lately. And that's saying something for Kanye because he's always kind of been an outspoken person, but it just really seems like if he's promoting an album, he's also I've been a Kanye fan for a while, right? Like he's my favorite artist. He's been my favorite artist for years, but I've also been highly likely to criticize him. What he's been saying now about like these anti-Semitic comments are the closest I've seen from him like actually fucking up his legacy.
Yeah. And I was going to get back into, and just to go back to reel that back in, because I was going back to what I was going to start to bring it up. As he had started, it feels weird to me that now we're seeing him hanging out with Candace Owens. He's wearing the White Lives Matter shirts at these fashion shows. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to prove. He had Lenny, I believe it's Lenny Kravitz's daughter wearing, Bob Marley's granddaughter. She's got a whole very, very famous bloodline. But he had her wearing them. It's something that he's just going through right now, and I feel like it's the more he hangs out around these far right people, these far right types, you see the crazier the things that he's spewing are getting. Because like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking getting on Twitter saying I'm going to go DEFCON 3 on Jews. Not even a specific Jewish person, just Jews.
I think he said on the Jewish people. I have to pull it up, but it was like it was fucked up.
That's surprising for Kanye West, to be honest. Like,
I'm
not surprised by him.
Something I think about Kanye, I think he's, and don't take what I'm saying the wrong way. I think he's very big-hearted, and like it's just the way he is. If he's around a certain group of people a lot, he's gonna start to adapt certain mindsets, certain things about them that he's going to become that. I think that's what happened with him when he started first getting into rap. He was more the backpack type. Then he started getting more and more into the like swag fashion and stuff like that. Then he got more into high-end fashion. Then he got into the real artistic shit, like heavy grunge shit. He's just very like, he just goes through phases depending on who he's around and what new inspiration he's drawn from. And it's just now he's drawing inspiration from a whole bunch of, I don't like to get too political, but a whole bunch of crazy motherfuckers who are just spewing some nonsense. To put
I'll
PG.
kind of push back on the big hard part. I think he's unwell, right? I think that like everyone knows that, but I think he sees where the money is with that. I mean, look at his Sunday service stuff, trying to open up a church. When he had Jesus is King, was that the religious album or whatever?
Yeah, that was the album.
Was some what's that fucking televangelist that like didn't let people into his place when there's that big hurricane in his town?
Oh,
Joel Osteen. That album was like Joel Osteen. Like it's like all about getting your money right and God. Like that's like literally not what religion and shit's about. I think he sees where the money's at with that type of shit, and he kind of found it with like being around these like televangelist motherfuckers, then these more right wing motherfuckers, and then now like Candace Owen, who's like one of the biggest right wing grifters. I mean, if you don't know her background, she actually got money from a discrimination lawsuit. So she faced racism and then saw that there's money in flipping that and saying that racism's not a thing. And like, making a fool for these people who just don't want to believe racism is a thing. Be like, oh, look at Candace Owens. She's a black woman that's saying racism isn't real. So I think it's part mental illness, but also part like he sees where the money's at with there, because this motherfucker does talk about money a lot, and his money mainly, not about money for the black community. When he talks about the black community, he's usually talking about just his business deals. Like he doesn't go into like, isn't there like the rumor that he like was trying to tear down Virgil? Like he didn't fuck with Virgil at all, and that was like the only other like.
He came out with a tweet saying he was jealous of him. He came out with a tweet recently talking about admitting he was jealous of him. So he probably not. He's just one of those people. He's got such a huge ego, and big-hearted probably isn't the best term for what I meant, because I don't mean it as in like he has necessarily kindness in his heart when he's doing all these things and when he's saying it, because it does sound like he's just saying bullshit when he brings up stuff like that. It's I know we're not gonna talk about this, but just to connect it, I compare it to what happened. There's this rapper Lil Zay Osama. He's from Chicago. He got caught with a gun in New York with a switch on it. Now he's in prison for it. Motherfuckers are calling him dumb. And then all of a sudden he wants to start calling out for Jay-Z and Kim Kardashian, wanting them to help him because it's like New York is just trying to go against him. And it's like you said, it's people that are just grifting onto a cause or onto something that's like, seems like that's worthwhile, seems like, oh, that could be plausible. He is a young black man trying to do all this. And I feel like that is what Kanye does a lot sometimes.
Yeah. And this is coming from my like background in politics, where like the right-wing grift is a very marketable area. That's why you see a lot of like fallen celebrities kind of go into it. You know what I mean? It is a very profitable place because it's just like look at Fox News.
You know why this is all profitable? Because who owns a vast majority of the money in America? White Protestants. So this is not out of the realm of like seeing black celebrities sell out their own time for white right-wing individuals, because those white right-wing individuals will bring you more income and actually make you more of a known entity in the, I guess, corporate and like multimedia environment.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Kanye has always been like an egotistical person. Even when he first came out after his accident, he's always been egotistical. I think the car accident was probably supposed to be his humbling moment, and he never took it like that. Instead, he found it as like, oh, this is my second chance to like
chosen really, one.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like a prodigal son type vibe, I guess. Kanye definitely gives me like prodigal son type vibe.
Yeah, he definitely thinks of himself as like top of the top, nothing less.
I agree with y'all on what y'all saying. He definitely does think he's the bee's knees. He thinks he's the shit. He thinks he's great. He thinks he's all this and that. He thinks he's all this, that, and a bag of chips. But sometimes I do feel like, and here's the fucked up thing, I feel like he truly believes in his heart of hearts some of the shit that he says. Especially the shit that's not even like, sometimes when he talks about shit that he sees as like wrong in the world or that he's trying to fix. White lives matter. That's what's so appalling about it, because it does feel like this is just like blatant grifting. I don't understand what purpose are you trying to do by even talking about it.
He's trying to get more of the white audience on his side, and he knows that it's going to get black people talking, so it's going to put him in both limelight. We're going to put him in the white limelight and in the black audience limelight also. And he probably lives off the ideology of there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like,
it works against Black Lives Matter, which like it's just not good.
And if it's like with that evangelical like background that he's very gotten more close with, he probably does believe that shit, because those evangelical churches, I mean,
they have the money.
In private, I could get into a private conversation about people I know who've been like kind of adjacent to those things, and you know how they see, you know, race relations. But it's just that's you know, that's evangelical Christians and, you know, far right politics go hand in hand.
I agree.
I mean, white politics. Usually, a white politician comes from a Christian background, but like I said, there's Protestant and then there's Baptist Christian. Black people more so gravitate towards the baptism of Jesus, and as white people, they just believe Jesus is the be-all, end-all, which he is. And me being a Christian, I don't want to get religious with it, but being a Christian, I see both sides of the fence. I believe Jesus is the be-all, end-all, but at the same time, the baptism of Christ was important. And I think white people, I mean, this whole society has been whitewashed. So to see black people like try to make names off the backside of other black people, it's kind of like the proverbial brass ring. You got to step over people's back. Sometimes black people are gonna, or most times black celebrities are gonna step over black to get to that white brass ring, because that's the way you know you made it in life. If white people accept you, usually you make it in life.
Isn't it weird? I feel you.
And I do feel like those groups do also feed off of people with mental health issues.
True. That's very true.
Weak-minded individuals, yeah. I feel like Kanye has a strong mind, but he's also weak-minded in a way because he is easily influenced.
He's bipolar, and he's been open about not taking his medication. You know, like.
For Candace Owens, fuck Candace Owens.
She's just a grifter. I think she probably believes what she says now, but she's definitely a grifter. You know what I mean? I mean, there's Ben Shapiro who's talking about these liberal arts kids, blah, blah. This motherfucker went to a liberal arts college in one of the richest neighborhoods in California. Then you have Dave Rubin, who tried to be like a left-wing pundit, failed because no one liked him. So he went at the right wing and was like, oh, I may be gay, but these right-wing people like me. And then he asked he had Ben Shapiro, who's another like right-wing person, would you go to my wedding with his husband? And Ben Shapiro's like, no, that's against my religion. Like these people are selling out who they are to just get that bag.
Yeah.
You know, you're selling out who you are in the core, who you are, your soul, just to get that money. And most of them don't believe it, but they know that there's enough people out there that do believe it, that they're gonna get money.
As a kid, I used to think that when people would say there's a lot of false prophets in this world, it was only talking about preachers. But as I've gotten older and wiser, false prophet just mean anybody that claims like a knowing or uses Jesus or Christ or Christianity as a way to like get people on their side and to manipulate the masses to believe that if you believe this type of Christianity, you should act this certain type of way.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'll give a little. Oh, continue. Sorry.
No. Say what you was gonna say. I was just chiming in to say I agree.
Yeah.
I like what y'all doing.
Yeah. Like there's 2 times where I left the church. One was with my family. Second one when I was like a teenager and like, let me try again. First one, we went to this Baptist church. The pastor, Pastor Mitch, was a great guy. He used to actually go to Belize. He has a church there now. And he'll help them out a lot. You know, did a lot of great things, mostly Spanish community, right? And then one day, this motherfucker's like, I think it was Bush's second term. He was like, make sure you vote for Republicans, you know, if you're a Christian. And my parents just never went back. They're like, so my mom's dad was a pastor. He was a Baptist pastor, you know? So we're just like, you're not supposed to do that. We just never went back again. Then the next time, I remember it was a younger pastor, and he was like, women cannot be like, they cannot be the supporters. They can't be like they can't be the providers, pretty much was what he was trying to say, right? And then like a month later, he got caught cheating on his wife with like a lady he met at the gym. Like, it's just, that shit's just like from the bottom up. I still held some religious beliefs, but I see how easy it is to like sell something to people, and I think evangelical Christianity is like a higher level of that, right? With their mega churches, they're talking about like God wants you to get your money, and in the meantime, they don't pay any taxes, and they go hand in hand with right-wing politics, where it's very much like everybody's trying to steal your money, so give your money to the richest people. It's just crazy. I don't know.
But you're doing it in the name of God.
Yeah, and some of these people give like a portion of their paychecks monthly to these churches.
I feel like
I
feel like the thing with a lot of right-wing just people like that, like just preachers, politicians and shit like that, they sell themselves to their base on all these ideological, just cultural, like, this is the way God wants us to be, everything. They sell these people on this idea. It's a platform that just appeals itself to grifters so much. It's like you were saying, there's so much money in it. Think about it. If you're trying to have a rich, successful career, what's easier than just building yourself a following as a right-wing person, Republican person? It's easy. All you got to do is hate the right people. Just complain about the world just getting so much more liberalized. All the shit that's being peddled to our children. You have to worry about shit that really doesn't concern you. Oh, good God, the Little Mermaid is black. Like,
yeah.
These are the types of things
One thing I will say about white Republicans, and it might fall under Christianity too. White Republicans use that old, like, slave, like, Christianity to appeal to their masses, because it was a time period where white people were using Christianity as a reason why they were enslaving black people. So
divine right.
It's not too far-fetched that they come from this same mentality where it was no change. Only the white man had a voice at the time. And I think the white men have definitely like whitewashed the white women in this country, because the white women, they stick by the side of the provider. I mean, not to say that white women can't make it on their own, but we know white men have the money.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there just because that's a whole other video that I want to make, because I like where you're going with that to a certain degree, but at the same time I feel like, because what you're saying is true, it just goes down, and this is another thing, it goes down to it's so ingrained in in this country, in this world, that type of mentality that white is right. Even though we're trying to change, even though they're pushing this shit, that's a big part of why you see so much blowback, why you see so many people who just feel uncomfortable. I saw it earlier. When you take a group of people who have had such power and control for so long, and then you start to take it away and even the playing field, to them it feels like you're just like you're just like, wait a minute, like, this is not the way this is supposed to be. This is not.
They want to feel superior to another.
They hate change.
It's like that with women. It's like that with women right now.
Yeah.
They still going through that. It's the exact same thing. We was going through the exact same shit with gay people when they was getting the right to get married, and we were starting to see gay shit. LGBTQ. Yeah, let me not call it gay shit, y'all. I apologize for that. LGBTQ shit on TV and everything. Like, people, it took a while for people to just understand, okay, that's just what that is. There's a place for this. People are actually watching it. People care. Like, it's gonna take so long, because that shit, there's so many people out there that, yeah, you can integrate schools. Yeah, you can really you can punish motherfuckers
like
for having
minimum.
Right.
There are laws
as much as they would allow before you start feeling like, okay, y'all start to take too much from us. Like, we're giving y'all these few little pieces. This should be good. Like, we still want to have like majority rule over what says and what goes in this country.
But the abortion that's there.
Yeah, that's showing that, hey, like, if they really want to, they can start trying to take certain shit back.
Yeah.
If they feel that threatened, that's why it's so important.
To loop this back to Kanye, because this is what we talked about. That white lives matter just kind of perpetuates
I mean, Clarence Thomas already said he wants we should probably take back the gay marriage stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but.
Oh, they're getting ahead of it, too.
Yeah, like he already said, hey, by the way, after the abortion ruling, he was like, by the way, that gay marriage shit. He was like, that's not looking good.
And you know what? And now that you mention that, I think that's another part of...
that's a black man, but he's also, you know, I don't think he's Kanyeing it up too a little bit there.
That's part of what's so dangerous about Kanye.
About white people, what you have to do.
That's what's so dangerous about Kanye coming out and doing this shit that he's doing, is that he's an influential face, whether you like him or not. Motherfuckers follow Kanye. Motherfuckers will see what Kanye does or what he thinks, and they'll be like, They'll stop and they'll take that in. There's a lot of motherfuckers like that.
He was on CNBC discussing his Gap deal while the stock price moved up and down, and he had strained relations. Like, Kanye's emotions affects companies he's involved with, and he's never happy. There's always some type of deal that's breached in his eyes, and I feel like he might be pretty difficult to work with on a professional level.
His voice has carried weight since he said George Bush doesn't like black people. Ever since then, Kanye has always been seen as this outspoken figure, and now he's using it to kind of marginalize his own brand. And if he has to sell out black people to do it to get more, then that's what he's willing to do. That's why I kind of, as much, and this is not related to the topic, but I appreciate somebody like LeBron that has not sold out to make his money. He did it the right way, and it's good to see that, because it's refreshing to see a black person not sell out to the white audience to make a buck. He made it by still supporting the rights of black people getting shot, unarmed black people getting shot by police. He wore the I Can't Breathe shirts, very influential in the Black Lives Matter during the 2020 riot.
And people still try to shit on him.
Yeah.
I remember.
You see how white people treat him.
At this point,
I remember when he was in China, and they're like, "Why isn't he speaking out against China?" It's like, bro, why would you ever speak out against China when you're in China? Why would you do that?
At this point, there are two types of people that hate LeBron. There are people that hate him related to basketball shit. Sometimes they'll try to reel in this outside shit as another reason to hate against him. And for examples of that, look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They have beef right now for some strange reason. He's come out and just talked shit about LeBron at unnecessary ass moments. Just shit like that. And then you have people that are just right wing who just dislike LeBron because he's outspoken about his stances. Those are the two types of people that hate him. Now, Kanye and Julian, one thing that I want to just speak on that you said he sold out to the white audience. I don't even think he's trying to get a specific white audience at this point. He is literally at this point just trying to sell out, and he's trying to maintain a hardcore base of right-wingers at this point, of people who are right-wing and people who have just been fans of him. Because it's not even like he just has some overwhelmingly strong, positive white fan base at this point. He's not necessarily liked by most of them.
No, he's liked by younger white audiences. So the younger white audience put their parents, maybe their grandparents, onto Kanye. So now that Kanye has the younger white audience, he can move up to the middle age. And now,
I don't think it will work like that, though.
Political side, he's trying to target the older people that's probably in their 50s. Probably never heard of the Kanye song a day in their life, but they know Kanye has been outspoken about this White Lives Matter.
Wait.
But yeah, Kanye, we need you to speak on that.
Whoa.
You're our guy.
I feel like those are two. You can't say that he's been known as to be outspoken since the George Bush doesn't care about black people, and then say that no white person has really heard of him or knows who he is. They know who he is. He was already world famous and world hated for the Taylor Swift shit. Those white people age 53 to all that, they know who he is. They might be coming around on him and trying to make excuses now, because that's how Trumpers are. The second you start to get on their side, they will accept you. But he's not just going to just automatically. Those motherfuckers that hated him from back then, they still hate him. They still think he's just a complete jackass.
Yeah, he's just cooning.
Like, he's just cooning it up just to get extreme right-wingers on his side now. Like, I don't want to call it a white thing, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like this topic should end with Kanye needs to stop cooning. Stop it, Kanye.
But that is what he's doing. He's just cooning to a very specific base. Andre, do you agree?
I'm glad I'm not streaming this episode.
It's crazy because young black man from Chicago, the southeast side of Chicago, the hood, and to see where he's become. It's kind of sad just from a young kid also from like the urban area of Chicago. It's sad to see.
I could see it though because a lot of people in the hood in Waukegan get conservative as hell for some reason. I don't get it. They can't even vote. They got charges. But they love Trump. It was weird.
I think it goes back to it's people that are just conservative in their viewpoints. They see, like, the world is changing right now. It's a lot of things that would make people who don't like changes to the status quo uncomfortable for whatever reason. And so when you see somebody like Trump who's just trying to make America great again, whatever the fuck that means, that's him fooling them because they probably got two different definitions of of when America was great. Like all those people that are black that are hearing him say that are hearing "Make America Great Again," they're probably not thinking about the same "Make America Great Again" that he is. It's that's a political con game aspect of it. I think it's just one thing that's just about it. The crazy
thing about that is that he never even tried to hide what era he was talking about. Because whenever there's a protester at his rallies, he'd be like, remember the days where you could just kind of beat the shit out of them? It's like, bro, the 60s? Like, that's when protesters were getting the shit beat out of them. Like, there's only one era where that was a very prominent thing. Well, I guess there's more, right? But, like, you know what I mean?
I don't think for racism, it was magnificent to watch because he never really said black people. He just said them, which is a great way to, like, use pronouns in this generation that loves pronouns to use the them word to a T. Because he never really said it was black people. He was just saying
minorities.
He can't say that.
Minorities.
No, he can't say them. He can't say black people. He
That's
can say them.
The only time he came close was when he started talking about, was it Latinos or was he just talking about people from Mexico? Like, called them super...
Mexico, but he probably meant Latinos. One thing you'll learn when you're Spanish is that every white person thinks you're Mexican. So, he was pretty much talking about all Latinos.
Yeah. But to reel this back to Kanye... Oh, I'm sorry, Justin, what were you going to say?
Hey, but Latinos still love them. I'm not even joking. These motherfuckers hate themselves more than anything else.
Justin?
What did I say about that?
I'm just sorry. It's just...
No, I think that's a good little point to end it on because it really feels, and just to reel it back to Kanye, that's sort of what that's the road he's trying to go down. He's trying to really just solidify himself with these people all of a sudden. I don't know what it is. I don't know. He has this tendency, I guess, to feel betrayed. Now he feels betrayed by all these different black celebrities and black people for whatever reason. When a lot of things that Kanye has come and done, he's brought it upon himself. I think at some point he has to get these yes men out of his fucking inner circle. He's gonna have to really tighten his ship, and he's gonna have to stop tweaking the fuck out because it's really just sad and it's just getting depressing to watch. It's like you said, and just as somebody, he's from my area, like he's from my state. Like, bro, you can.
Is delusional, so he surrounds himself with delusional people.
Exactly, and I don't know what he's gonna do about it, but he's gonna have to do something quick because at this point he's going to end up with nothing. Like before, I thought there's no way he could really fuck up his legacy like you, Andre, but he's going down some like he's already starting to just attack Jews.
He's finding ways to do it.
Exactly, like he's going all out. He's starting to talk on some Hitler subjects.
Honestly, he's like 2 tweets away from that shit. It's scary and sad. It's sad to see that. I really used to look up to Kanye. His music was very impactful in my life, and I hope he gets the care he needs to recover, because he's definitely mentally unwell. But it's just sad to see, you know?
I agree.
I'm not here to excuse a grown man's actions.
Very sad.
And I think that's all we got to say about that. All right, now, one thing I want to talk about before we get to our last final topic, YG. Now, YG is an artist that came up, it felt like he really just came out in 2014, but I checked back, this man's first real hit song was in 2008. YG came out, yeah, Tooted and Booted came out in 2008.
That was
Tooted and Booted.
That was his song.
Did he write this song? Was that him actually saying Tooted and Booted?
I don't know.
Because if that was him saying Tooted and Booted this whole time, I'm like, mind blown.
But he
has a timeless hit.
I'm telling you, like, and I don't feel like he's been out that long, but apparently he has, and his album sales are ass. I know we just came out, I just had an episode where I was talking shit about DaBaby for his bad album sales. YG just came out and managed to just outdo him in terms of just shit. DaBaby did about 16,000, 17. YG came out and did 14,000. Now, I was talking about this with the boys earlier. Personally, I feel like they say it's not surprising. Dre say it's not surprising. I feel like it is, just because I feel like if you an LA artist like that, and it's not many that's really repping LA as hard as YG. He is one of the artists I feel like that you would think about right now when you think of LA rappers. And 14,000, you're not even getting that much love from your own city. And I think a lot of that has a lot to do with, y'all might not know about this, Drakeo the Ruler. He's a rapper from LA that got stabbed to death at a festival to live in LA. He got killed. He got jumped by about 100 people, damn near, literally against him and 6 of his associates. YG was connected because a lot of them were wearing his merchandise, his label's merchandise, and it wasn't a good look. And he's been a lot of people that have been talking in LA. And just from what I've seen, I tried to do some research on the subject because I was legit wondering, like, how the hell do you do this low? And he's not necessarily as loved in his own city. And before I think of
LA rappers,
no,
when I think of LA rappers, I don't think of YG. I think of like Kendrick, Baby King. A lot of people going to say Nipsey Hussle. Those are like some of like the mainstream, but I'm sure there's even like more underground LA rappers.
Is Vince LA rapper?
Long Beach. But see, here's the thing.
Long Beach, okay.
Here's the thing, and that's what I was.
Oh yeah, he does say that all the time. I feel dumb now.
No, you good, because that's goes into what I was going to talk about since he brought up Nipsey and Kendrick. People get it confused because Compton is its own city. People will try to say that, oh, if you from Compton, you repping LA, and it's somewhat true, but that's only on the same. That's like somebody blowing up out of Maywood or out of Bolingbrook, and then just repping Chicago. You're from Maywood and you're from Bolingbrook, like, you would want to necessarily make that distinction so it don't seem like you perpetrating or you faking. But to a outsider, to somebody that just don't care about, oh, what the hell is that? That's like a suburb, or that's literally like a city right outside of Chicago. You're from Chicago.
Yeah.
So
the outsider, you're gonna be from Chicago. So Chicagoan, you're not. You can touch Chicago.
I still couldn't be a Chicagoan.
Because I think
I was born there.
Right. Because I think about
an hour away.
I'm probably gonna tell you Chicago. I lived there too long not to claim that shit. I live in the suburbs because it's peaceful and the city is in the turmoil. But that's a whole nother different topic.
On a side note as well, do you think it's fair I claim Chicago since I was born there and just live an hour away now?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
You can claim for that.
You're in the Chicago area somewhat.
I'm in Wisconsin. I'll be honest with you.
city.
Just can vouch. I am in Wisconsin.
Speaking of Justin, you haven't said anything about this topic,
They say
man.
I'm from Illinois.
Yeah.
I don't think is Justin still here?
He's muted, but he's there.
Yes, which topic specifically?
Justin, we were talking about YG's low album sales.
Yes. YG is honestly a man who deserves this, based on how he treats his fans. And Julian can speak on this.
Hey, I forgot about this video. Please tell them about the video.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to get. You have to say it because it's waiting.
I don't remember the particular song. Do you remember the particular song, Julian? In reference?
As on the paparazzi, but it was hilarious because he's stop focusing on my old shit. Play my new shit.
Yeah,
Like this man had the
He was outside, like walking with his paparazzi, whatever, and someone was like, "Hey man, hey YG, hey man, remember your old song such and such? I love that song." And usually, if someone, oh hey, thanks, appreciate it, or there's some kind of stuff for you to say. This man was like, "Hey man, that's my old shit. Listen to my new shit." I walked away from him. I'm like, man, you can't even be appreciative of a fan liking one of your songs.
I was like, oh shit.
and
Don't
that
listen to the new music. That's why it's starting to tank.
It's a domino effect.
you can't be an asshole.
Domino effect started when you started wearing the nasty ass dress shoes with shorts.
Oh yeah.
This is the most least fashionable person in rap. Top 10.
The worst fashion one who tries to be fashion heavy. Like the one that's trying to wear all the designer shit, all the special nice shoes and shit. You just don't coordinate it well at all.
This combo is making me miss Gunna. Because his fashion for a bit was a little funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember the rain boots. The rain boots that he was wearing.
Gunna has excellent fashion. So.
I can't even say that.
But I will say it. He knows how to coordinate. At least YG doesn't know how to coordinate.
Yeah.
Wearing black dress shoes with some fucking Giuseppe shorts. I don't give a fuck what the fucking fit is. That did not look right. You heard fucking concerts, the old ass California love songs. It's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna stay. It's not gonna keep you in the limelight. I feel like,
and
I think YG's past. He'll probably make it as an A&R. I can see him being on Love and Hip Hop at some point.
Yeah. No, he definitely will be on there.
He's destined for a role in Love and Hip Hop.
I think he had a good run in hip hop.
He
I
did.
think that was the point when we were talking about earlier, Julian. I'm not Julian, Germ. That was what I was trying to get at. It's been over a decade since he's been up and relevant. He never was seen as one of the greatest, and that's fair. Not a lot of artists do, but not a lot of artists make it to that 10-year gap.
You're right.
They could be releasing music, but they could fall off the next. Like DaBaby. Look at DaBaby. That man fell off within a year.
Within a year.
And Waka Flocka is the biggest tragedy.
But you know what? I feel like
Waka Flocka still had cultural relevance. You know what I mean?
And I feel like
we're talking about just the artist.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's gonna be talking about DaBaby's music in 5 years.
And I feel like the thing that's the difference between these artists that's coming out now that we're talking about and discussing is that these artists are shooting themselves in the foot. They're shooting their own careers down. DaBaby was coming out saying shit about these motherfuckers that he didn't need to say. YG had.
I think that played a part, but I don't think that's what did it. I think the man's music being boring did it.
But that didn't help. If you're at least a likable motherfucker. Wait. If you're at least a likable motherfucker, you can prolong your career. You can have good will in the masses and everything. That'll prolong your shit. The fall off might happen. You will still plateau, but it will be prolonged because people will still want to fuck with you. It's a lot of artists out here that's not hot as artists. They're not making hot music. The shit's not fire, but motherfuckers are still trying to check because they fuck with them or they're entertaining. Look at Blueface. Look at Famous Dex. Look at Blueface. These are people that motherfuckers just think is real entertaining for whatever reason. I know those are two very different personalities and shit, and look, I could do videos on why motherfuckers fuck with them or don't fuck with them, but if you have that entertainability, the music doesn't necessarily have to be there, at least for a while. You'll at least still get headlines. People will still check for you. People will still try to be fans of you. Now, I think somebody that this actually, this don't apply to him because I do think he's come out with some real good music recently. Lil Yachty. I think he's a good example. Look at his song right now. Like, we all know the song I'm talking about. To Poland. I literally I saw that shit. I kept seeing memes, I think on Thursday, about Poland, and I was wondering like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? It's so
I got scared.
Yeah, I was seeing some shit about somebody getting a package to Poland. I saw something about
hell no, they nuked Poland. Oh,
no. And so I ended up I had a friend over, and I just see this video on YouTube about Lil Yachty about taking the walk to Poland. I just looked at my phone. I saw a video of CJ from San Andreas. Somebody had modded this.
Video is great.
That's a great video. Man modded having a whole bunch of cups of lean in his hand, just starts singing, I took the walk to Poland.
The music video, if you guys haven't given the music video a watch, it's very entertaining. He's just out there at the walk in Poland. I don't know how he got the walk over there, but he got the walk to Poland.
He got the customs invoice. He got them everything they needed.
The picture for the song with just being Poland on the map is hilarious also.
Our face that we see to get the walk to Poland like most people. I think he traveled the deep ocean blue, like George Washington.
I just don't think that's like feasible right now. There was too much walk with him. I believe he used a submarine.
I think across the Atlantic.
I really think that's romanticizing a little bit to try to say that he crossed it by boat. It's a great idea. It's a great visual, but it's just not feasible. He had to have used a submarine. He had at least 3-4 liters.
Submarines are bigger than boats? Boats are big as shit. Boats are freighters. I don't understand a submarine if he's trying to hide from the ops, but I don't know.
He had to hide from the ops. That's what I'm thinking. Doesn't that go without saying? The ops are trying to take the walk.
Water pressure will mess up the walk. You get too low in the submarine. You gotta think about that. And make sure you're at a certain angle.
The ops don't have necessary military-like shit that they can see at that level, okay? He was able to get the walk in at an air pressure that was just below enough to where they couldn't visualize him. But at the same time, he was able to avoid the water pressure affecting the walk.
That makes sense.
There was a science to this, okay?
But I just want to say, Lil Yachty, you're outside of this song, always been on the side that Lil Yachty makes very, very good music. It's not all good, but he has very catchy songs for one. Like this song, probably one of his most catchy in recent memory. But it's a catchy song. He has good melodic sounds. He knows how to use auto-tune well.
Yeah, he does.
I can literally tell you like 10 songs.
Your voice just cut out a little bit at the end there. Say that again.
So I can tell you 10 songs made by Lil Yachty that I'm going to be playing for the rest of my life.
Powerful statement.
Lil Yachty makes good music, and I am happy to see that people are catching on. Not necessarily people catching on, because I'm sure a lot of people probably hate the song too. Because I think a lot of people just hate Lil Yachty as a person for whatever reason because he's a little weird. I guess.
I feel like what happened with Yachty is that he came out when he was so young. He's had so much time in the game to where when he came out, he had a lot of immature comments about Tupac and other legends that might have turned a lot of people off against him. Like you said, he's matured and he's like the music he's making now compared to back then. Even though the music wasn't bad back then, it was
like
good.
Minnesota.
Right.
Like Minnesota.
He's been in the game for 10 years. But I think Soda.
Say it again. What year was that it came out?
Soda had
2013, I think he said.
Yeah, 2013. Yeah, Julian, your voice is going in and out as you speaking. But
I think Minnesota came out in
2014.
So it's close to a decade.
Yeah, that is close to a
But
decade.
I mean, he's been able to keep himself relevant. I mean, isn't he like the Nautica art director?
He does have a
Director there. Yeah.
he does
I like
have a deal with
Nautica.
Nautica.
I think
Yeah, good church for Husky guys.
I think he's really good at making sure that keeping himself likable. He keeps himself relevant through his business deals, and he is followed a very similar career path as Tyler to me. When they first came out, they both made decent music, but it was so immature and it was so sort of like memeable or just like extra that it turned me off. But like especially now and lately, it feels like he's just making more just good ass songs. Like Split Whole Time is one of my favorite songs by him. I couldn't imagine him making something like that back when he first came out. He still has.
If I have never heard Forever World, that's like one of the Lil Yachty's best songs. This with Trippie Redd. I don't know if a lot of people know about it, but if you want to hear like a good, like, you know how Trippie Redd sounds. So if you want to hear like a Lil Yachty Trippie Redd combo, they have really good songs.
Give that a listen.
I will give that a listen too. Another thing that I will say about Yachty, he still makes like songs that are just funny and are just good. Like, I don't necessarily want to say that the song itself was necessarily funny, like the video. The song he made with Drake about Oprah. Like, he can still just come out and make funny things. He's just good at knowing his lane and just sticking to it. But he's good at just evolving. He didn't stay just a simple meme rapper.
He did an album with basically all Detroit beats and nothing but Detroit rappers, and it was pretty good. I think it overall got good reviews.
My brother bumped that a lot. And he is not the type of person that would listen to a dude like Yachty unless he was like really spitting some hard shit in terms of like bars. And he was a big fan of that. That was what number one showed me that Yachty was still relevant, because I had forgotten about him for a minute. And then number two, it showed me that, Yachty knows his shit. Like, he's not just some goofy in the rap game. Compare him to somebody like, and I don't want to say he's a goofy, because I don't think he's a goofy. I think he just sort of fell off, or he maybe lost his passion. Ugly God. Ugly God was hot for a little minute. I want to say it was at 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
Even was a XXL freshman, and then he fell off.
I feel like it's hard when you make yourself the butt of the joke for your songs and then try to like get out of that.
True.
I think that's just such a hard place to keep yourself at. That I'm not surprised about Ugly God.
True.
2017, I can definitely see where you say Ugly God and Lil Yachty could be on the same trajectory, because Broccoli is like one of the songs that you wouldn't take seriously, but it did well because it was a goofy song, but it was also catchy. Like,
God, those college kids love that song.
Mm-hmm.
And that song with Kyle, I don't even fucking know Kyle's song outside of that Lil Yachty song. I know nothing about it. So that says like, Lil Yachty has a name. Should be respected.
Exactly. Yachty
has
At concerts and like music festivals, he's not the bottom of the list.
Exactly.
No, he's in the top like
He's like in the second row usually. Second row.
Sometimes top row, depending if the venue
Yeah.
is.
No, honestly, that second row is usually a busting ass roll.
Hey, literally.
Usually
My next
the
one.
best list of
Like Gunna.
I miss
Free
Gunna.
Gunna in the second round.
Oh, Free Gunna.
Free Gunna.
Free Gunna while we here.
I don't know about Thug. Thug might have done some bad shit, but Free Gunna.
I miss Thug too, but I don't even. I'm speaking on that.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave that alone.
Like, he could do
Say that again.
say he's the one person that I will say he could do evil in the world and free that.
Oh my god.
It's his song.
Kinetic Aesthetic does not support Juice God's opinions right now. We are not all supporting this. I'm just gonna say Thug just gotta.
I hope he's innocent, but
I hope he
I'm not holding my
innocent.
breath.
I hope he innocent, but this is not looking good.
Oh,
But Gunna definitely, I
Free
feel
Gunna
like,
for sure.
yeah, Gunna just got caught up. He just got caught up in the mix. He was just affiliated, man. Leave that man alone.
Yeah, I see him go right here, but he had to go.
I agree.
He had to go. So that at least they could get the evidence for Young Thug. Because he should be out there, man.
I feel that.
Gunna will be coming home. So then we'll get the dynamic duo. I've been listening to Leslie a lot. Like,
I still love Wanna. Still like a shocker album for me because I wasn't too big on Gunna before. Like I didn't listen to him much. Then I listened to that whole album. I'm like, God damn.
that's very underrated. Very underrated.
I feel like Gunna was really coming into his own as just like a project maker. Like he wasn't just like a single maker.
Go wrong.
Man,
right now, they took him out where he was about to like really like he is already at his peak. but
Crazy momentum.
he was about to skyrocket past like the atmosphere before they grabbed him, pulling him down to earth.
My your Brown will be coming out as there's no other option.
He's gonna have to like take off. What'd you say, Justin?
I want to be in defense of him. I want to apply to be his lawyer.
We need to get Chris to be his lawyer. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris, our legal attorney, not authorized by the state of Illinois.
He definitely is the lawyer when we have group feuds.
Chris would get him off. Chris would get Gunna off though. He just somehow convinced him, like, yo, my mans didn't do this. Let him go. But nah,
Go for him.
to bring that back all the way full circle, we need all our good rappers back, and we need them to be making the right decisions with their careers. One thing that I want to bring up about Yachty in this song, Poland. Now, I think that you told me during the intro, I want you to confirm in a second that it is on Apple Music right now. Why is this shit not on Spotify? Why is this shit getting memed to death?
I'm upset about that.
Why is this song getting memed to death? This has #1 potential for Yachty. His label's fucking up. Why are artists dropping?
Someone has hands in that or something. That's something. I don't know why it's on Spotify.
He better be getting a bag for having it on Apple Music only for right now.
No,
All these sample clearances?
I don't even think it's authorized because it's not under his name. It's under somebody else's name.
That's what I'm thinking right now. That's why.
But if you look up Walk to Poland on Apple Music, you will find that.
That's insane.
Like, this is a song that is really, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this is getting memed to shit. This song is
This song blew up quick.
The memes are fantastic.
They are.
Yeah.
They're funny, great memes, but it's just like, you know how quickly this internet shit comes and goes. You're failing to capitalize by not putting this out there so people can stream this shit to death, because it seems like that's what they want to do.
It's like an XO Tour Life impact.
That is a great example. That's a great example, because there's a lot of songs back then from when rap was Rap was number one, but it wasn't being reflected in the charts just because of shit like that. Shit wasn't being on the radio enough, where it just wasn't being reflected properly. And this is probably going to be one of those times if it's not on there soon. That's a good example because EXO Tour Life was a song. Did that song ever go number one?
I think so. That song
It definitely was.
Yeah,
For a minute.
That song got like a billion views.
Yeah, like that. They got so much popularity, and like just EXO, like
that was probably
in
right
general.
as that era was kicking off, where songs that were number one were actually getting properly attributed. Because y'all know what I'm talking about. Back then, before when it was like a song, there would be a rap song that everybody was rapping and shit, but it just wasn't. It wasn't just on the charts like that.
I'm not really too sure what you're talking about.
You've never heard of a street hit?
Well, I don't know what I didn't know what you're referring to that. I thought you were talking about like a widely popular song that just didn't make it to the charts.
I feel like Wayne had a lot of those during his run. Like No Ceilings.
Yeah, but was that more because it's a mixtape, so it wasn't like able to get like counted?
Mixtapes get put on Spotify and Apple Music, and they end up getting.
But that was before Spotify Music and Apple Music.
It was a lot trickier before Spotify became popular.
Even still, them type of mixtapes will make it to Apple Music and Spotify, and they literally take out all the samples.
It's like a completely different beat most of the time.
Yeah.
You're from Dat Piff,
Like Wiz Khalifa.
That was Dat Piff. It was Dat Piff back then.
Dat Piff, yeah. My mixtape, all of that shit. But
yeah.
Wiz Khalifa fucked up his mixtape by doing that shit. Like, Pushing Orange Juice is on there, and you know how many samples he used for that shit. It's like 3 songs that sound like the original from the Jack to the Day. But Taylor Alderdice is on there. Taylor Alderdice.
Dude, The Cruise.
And Taylor Alderdice also.
That altered. The song that altered in the most disgusting way I could ever imagine. Like the original.
We have to talk about the song. Because
Mia Wallace was also distorted in like a heinous way. Like some things just don't translate the right way if your mixtapes aren't set up right.
I agree.
Definitely worth pretty clanny.
People gotta get clear.
Yeah, try to own your own stuff if possible.
As much as possible, y'all. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about Yachty taking the walk to Poland. They need to get that song on streaming. They need to make sure that he gets his proper recognition for it, because I feel like this really is it has number one potential. Songs don't get meme like this if it don't go like top one.
Memes are great free marketing.
Great.
Yes.
It's gotta be trendy on TikTok though.
That's an even more reason for it to have potential to go number one. TikTok, it's like
this can increase travel.
Getting clearance on TikTok.
People will go to Poland trying to get walk. They will believe that Yachty has. Walk might not actually be in Poland right now, but it will be soon. And that's thanks to Lil Yachty. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Go to Poland if you want to get your walk. Now, if you're like me and you have sensitive skin that requires that special bit of care, and you need something that's going to work a little bit better than just regular Vaseline or lotion, what you need to do is stop what you're doing, go to Instagram right now, and search up Body Butter. That's BODYBUTTAA. It's made by my homegirl Ashley. It's made using nothing but natural ingredients, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, the shit works like magic. It comes in men's scents and women's scents. She's got Summer Seduction, Vanilla Cocoa, and Baby Powder, and Gentleman Scents. She's got a whole bunch of summer scents that she's working on right now that are going to be coming out. It's just everything that you can look for in a good alternative to lotion or Vaseline, and it works like a charm. It makes your skin glow, it makes your skin glisten, and it'll last you for a long time. So if you're looking for something that's going to work a little bit better, that's going to make you feel even better, then you need to go and search up Body Butter. Once again, that's BODYBUTTAA. Works like a charm, and honestly, it makes me feel that much better. All right there, motherfuckers. This has been a good episode of Kinetic Aesthetic. I have had a lot of fun bringing the news to y'all, talking to y'all about a whole bunch of shit. Now, and let me not just talk to y'all like that. It hasn't been shit. It's been fun speaking to you all about the news. And it's been even better just getting to do it by talking with my homies. So once again, I just want to make sure y'all know who these wonderful people are. Of course, we got Dre Olives, my guy, always coming through with the insightful takes. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you too, buddy.
We've got my boy. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have anything else you wanted to add on that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. We've got my boy, the last nobleman, Justin. I appreciate you when you just make your voice heard. It's always welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And then we got my boy, Juice God. This has been a wonderful first episode to have you on with me, man. I appreciated having you on the show.
It was a pleasure. And to all the bad bitties, hit me up.
I'm definitely going to leave his Instagram link in the bio. So all the bad bitches out there who are watching, listening, however you're consuming this media, hit him up. You heard what he said. If you ain't got no man, go get you one. My boy is out here.
He's out here slanging it.
Oh my gosh. Smith says slanging it. Smith says slanging it. That wasn't what I was going to say, but okay. Okay. But no, this has been Kinetic Aesthetic. Once again, just to give a little repeat, Kanye West is a fucking lunatic. He comes out and just says wild shit. I don't know what to make of him at this point. It's just sad.
I hope he gets help.
Yeah, I seriously hope he gets help. That was just sobering. Just bringing his fucking name up was just very sobering in that moment. But yes, we've got Ye, who's wilding out. I also want to say YG, I don't know what you're doing with those album sales, my man. You've had a nice career. Maybe it's time to give it a rest. Focus on the A&R shit, because when you're getting sales like that, it just means people are not caring.
Ooh.
Yeah, oof. And the walk is in Poland.
Walk's been transported to Poland.
It has
been delivered.
Point A to point B.
The customs invoice got there. They were able to clear into the Poland borders. It's good.
Walk approved. Approved walk.
Grade A walk. The people of Poland have never been happier. Poland is now, they have honestly started to develop like flying cars right now. All they were missing was the walk. People have to understand, Poland is a very strong country. They've been through a lot, but they're very perseverant, resilient people. Shout out to the walk. And I feel like we also, we talked about this for a good minute. Free Gunna. Free Gunna. Now, for everybody else that's been listening, I want to say thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. I want to say a big shout out to the boys. I appreciate y'all for coming through. And I want to give a big shout out to all the sponsors and all of you for listening. Now, if anybody else has anything else they want to say, I want to give y'all the floor. But for now, I want to say thank you all for tuning in to Kinetic Aesthetic.